Is on.
Great. We have 25 of us here now. I think few more are just joining in. This webinar will be slightly different from the webinar that we did on 27th of April, which was focused only on ICON. And this webinar today, format would be more or less the same. We're going to be doing it for our Koramangala project, which is Corp Residences. So now we have about 31 of us. Great. It's 11:32. We'll wait for another 3-4 minutes. If somebody wants to grab a cup of coffee, please do so.
Good morning, all. Welcome to Sriram's IT Meet. Hope all of you doing well. We'll be
We have 35. Good morning, Urmi, Abhishek, Sagrika, Mr. Manjunath Reddy, Ram Rajpal, Nagashri, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Ms. Asha, I don't know the name because somebody's name is saying as guest. So pardon me if I'm not able to take your name. Mr. Ananta Kumar Das.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
All well, sir. All well.
Thank you.
I think we're all geared up. We have 35 participants. We will just wait for another 2-3 minutes before we start, because I see people joining in now quickly. I think many of you did attend my webinar, which was focused on ICON as well, right? I think I see very familiar names of the webinar that I did for ICON. Good morning, Umair. I see another familiar name, Mr. Chandra Babu. He was there, I think, with our ICON webinar as well.
Good morning, ma'am.
Mr. Tapas Ranjan. I think we have 41 of us now. So I think since we have people, I think more will keep joining in. Joe has, I think, just joined in. So I think since there were many people who even joined in at 11:20, so I don't want them to wait any longer. So I think most of us are here and people can keep joining in as they are coming along. We'll be happy to welcome them as well. So welcome everyone to the webinar, which is going to be focused on addressing all your concerns which you had raised at the time of registering for our webinar. So once again, good morning everyone. On behalf of Corp developers and my entire team at Corp Residences, Koramangala, I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. Many of you know my name, but I'll still introduce myself. I'm Sonia Kamboj. I head the marketing and corporate institutional sales with channel partner sales with Corp developers. You know, we were very delighted to have most of you. I think I see very familiar names during our first webinar, which we did on 27th April, which was on Icon. And you all made it a huge success. And thank you for joining us again today from an equally informative channel partner webinar, which is going to be focused on our another project, which is in Koramangala, which is Corp Residences. But before I proceed, you know, I'd like to just introduce my team to you. Mr. P.K. Pandey, he's been with the company for about more than 5 years, I guess. And most of you have already met him at the site. All I can say is that he's I think I'll move to everybody so that, you know, there's no background noise and everybody is able to hear with clarity. So I was telling about P.K. Pandey. He is actually a great asset and he is the strength of our sales team. And he knows each and every detail of the project, you know, because he's been there from the beginning. So if any of you have not met them, so please, you can meet him. Pandeyji, can you just come on camera if you want to say anything to our partners? It'll be nice. Can you say a few words?
Ma'am, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. We can hear you. Please go on.
Yeah, okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Hope everyone is fine and safe. I believe I am already in touch with most of our partners. So going forward, I will be in touch with. I will be the point of contact for Corp Residences project Koramangala. And if you have any queries related to the information about the project and all, so please feel free to reach me. I will be happy to assist you further.
Great, thank you, Pandeyji. With a lot of affection, we address him as PK also. Not the movie PK of Amir Khan, but yes, he's the Amir Khan of our team, I guess. Yeah. Okay, PK, thank you so much. I think next, another is Ankit Rai Gautam. I had introduced him in the other webinar as well. You know, his journey with us goes a long time, many years. And as a channel partner, he was associated with us. But now, as an individual, we have joined hands with him last year for sale of our apartments, which initially was Icon and then now even Koramangala. I'm sure most of you have already interacted with him or spoken with him or met him at some place or the other. But you'll be now more often interacting with him now that he's with us on board. Ankit, would you want to say something to the audience here? Can you come on camera and say something?
Is visible, ma'am?
Yeah, you're audible and you're visible too. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Hi guys, thank you for coming on this very short notice. So we have a separate team for the Icon and separate team for the Residence. The Residence is headed by P.K. Pandey and Icon is headed by Nikita. So any issues related to anything like in terms of the pricing, sales closure, we are available for virtual meet. Any point of time, we are doing a virtual meet till 11:30, 11:45 late in the evening. With God grace, yesterday also we have closed in Icon and hopefully maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow also we'll be closing. Same goes with Residence. So during the virtual meet also the sales are happening. I will not say that much sales, but yeah, one or two. So I request that support us. And there are a couple of things which Ms. Sonia will discuss with you what we have done recently regarding the partners leads as well as the partners payment. So we are glad to be associated with you all and look forward. Yeah, ma'am, you can continue.
Thank you so much, Ankit. Thank you so much. That was really nice. I think at this point of time, I also want to mention about our other team members. We have Bhuvna and Savio, also part of our Corp Residences team, who are there at the type. And not to forget, we have Vipul Pavani, who basically is a GM sales. He sits in Mumbai, who keeps all the Mumbai channel partners engaged with all our projects in Bangalore. Vipul, if you're here, do you want to just say something to our partners here in Bangalore? Because we do have some channel partners even from Mumbai here. So Vipul, do you want to say something?
Am I audible?
Yeah, Vipul, you're very much audible. Yes.
Hi everybody. Because there's some issue with my camera, so I'll not be able to make everybody visible. But
No
so
problem.
it's great. Yeah. Good morning, and it's been great. I've been associated with GCOP almost 15 years or so, from 2006 or so. But I've seen that the Bangalore projects are one of the key focus, and it has come up like as a small kid I am seeing these projects, and Icon and Residences is a project which is doing great progress, and if I see timely progress, because we have already handed over Icon 5 towers, and also Residences is nearing completion. It's great, and I see that there is a good support on the channel partners, and also Sonia ma'am is working hard on getting the closures done, and helping all the on every front. I'm getting great support from her in Bombay also. When I need her, she's always available. That is the key thing which the support I'm getting from for a Bombay clients also. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Vipul. That's really nice.
Yes.
Good, kind words. But yeah, I'm always there at the service of my entire internal as well as external partners. So for me, both internal and external partners are equally important. I see Chetan, who's joined in. Chetan, warm welcome to you. We've already started the webinar. Now, our managing director, Mr. Muninder Siru, he wanted to be here to address you, but unfortunately, due to his personal commitments, and I think he had appointment for his second shot as well. So he could not make himself available, but what he's done is he's given us a message for you. So I'm just going to play his message. This is all just for you. He just recorded that message and he sent it to me just this morning today. So I'm just playing that message to you all.
Good morning and good day to everyone. My sincere apologies. I am unable to make it because of some unavoidable reasons. So I wish you all the very best for your work, for your health. Kindly stay safe. One last message. In case there are any payments pending from our side, which I think there won't be, but if there is, would be very happy to release those payments so that the money can be used during these difficult times. Take care. Thank you so much. My apologies again. Sonia, thank you for conducting this. Best of luck. Thank you.
So that was really sweet of him to basically, just share his message. And, it's nice. It's always good to get encouraging words from everyone, whosoever that you can get. So I'm just sharing my screen so that I can welcome you officially again. And I've already introduced my team to you now. Vipul, Bhuvna, Savio, PK Pandey, Ankit, we're all here. I know this is a very, very difficult time. I'm from Delhi and I've been in Bangalore for 5 years, and believe me, it is every week, receiving some bad news. It really brings you down when you're away from home and away from your near and dear ones. But I think we'll sail through this difficult times. I think we just need to believe in ourselves, be focused, and then I don't think we can stop anywhere. We'll be unstoppable. Because I'm a very firm believer. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. So I think all these pandemic, some virus coming in every year, something or the other that comes in, which creates some obstruction in front of us. But I think it's all on us, whether we want to take a breathing for a longer time, stay there, or do you want to keep the energies alive and keep walking, walking, walking? Because, you know, our mind is a very powerful thing. And when we fill our mind with positive things, life begins to change for better. And trust me, I have experienced this on myself. You know, with positive energies around you, with positive things in your mind, you know, your life changes for better. I have experienced it. I think many of you would have also experienced it as well. So before I open this, I just want to run through the agenda of the day with you. You know, we would be talking a little on Koramangala because we do have channel partners who are not from Bangalore, but not too much in detail, just talk a little bit about Koramangala. And then I'm going to, while you were doing your registrations, again, I've received a lot of questions from all of you. I'm going to be covering all your questions. I'm going to be making all the answers to you today. And many of you also wanted to know about Corp Residences as a project. So I'm going to be speaking on the project a bit, sharing more detailed information here. Since the project is very close to completion, we'll share the progress update. Many of you wanted to know on the units and the availability. We'll share that, the challenges, and of course, the new way of doing business is virtually. So, you know, we're going to be talking about how we are looking at doing our business virtually. What are our marketing incentive, you know, the initiatives that we're taking. And of course, in the end, we'll close with what is in it for you as you are our preferred partners. And of course, we want to take home good money. So we have worked, we have changed the incentive structure for especially our Koramangala project. I'm sure my Icon project team will be a little unhappy because they'll think that I'm biased towards Corp Residences, but that's okay. I think we need to look at luxury segment in a very different manner altogether. And today, I think just keep smiling, keep happy, be yourself, and keep yourself charged up, be positive, and I'm sure we'll be sailing through everything that comes in our way. I think I found this note somewhere and I thought it's very, very relevant because I think most of us, when I started our careers, I won't say us because I'm still in the job, but I think most of you who have started your careers, you would have been working with some organization at some point or the other. And someday you would have thought that, okay, fine, one day I'm going to become an independent entrepreneur. And that dream, you broke it down into baby small steps by forming a company. It could be Nested Homes, it could be Prop Tiger, it could be Propco, it could be any company. And you made a roadmap for yourself, and finally you made an action plan. You recruited each member of your new family, your company. You networked with like-minded people. You have built relationships with various builders in Bangalore or even outside Bangalore and their teams, and not to forget the customers, I think. And to sustain your business, you have been generating inquiries through different mediums. You are fixing site visits. You're interacting with the site teams. And finally, the day comes when your sale closures happen and you get good money. And I think some of you even chose to work in specific markets. You know, I know there are some channel partners who work maybe in just North Bangalore or maybe South Bangalore. I think I'll just mute everybody's because there's a little background noise. Okay. Yeah. So I think many of you are working just in the northern market. Some people work in all of Bangalore market. Some people work for mid-segment housing. Some people work for luxury only. Some people work for... So there are different segments that each one of you are working. But can I ask, what is the goal of you getting into being a partner or an independent entrepreneur? Can I just know what the goal is? If you want, you can just come on the camera, you can unmute yourself and you can say that what is the goal of you getting into doing an independent thing? Anyone would like to say something? Anyone? Then I'll assume that everybody, yeah. Somebody was saying something. I just want to make this a little interactive because I think it's nice. I think all of you have become channel partners with some goal in mind, right? So no harm in sharing your secret, what that goal was. I think I'll take it that, everybody is shy to speak about their goals, but I think what I have interacted with each one of you, I think the goal is just one. You can name it in any other way, but I think the goal is one, that you want to make money on your own, by adding value to yourself first and then to the others. I think that's the main goal probably, that everyone has is in bucket list. Are you all able to hear me clearly? Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, great. I think it's good to get some responses because it motivates me as well. Great. So,
Ma'am, let me take. Can I speak? Anand.
yeah, Kanan, please say, please, yes.
Yeah, to be very frank, being an insurer for a longer time, I have been working in the northern side of Bangalore, though it is a new profession for me. But I find from the day one, I could manage to sell. It's all about money. 100% is all about money. For me as well as for my organization. It is also true that the organization where I'm getting attached with, the name of the organization should go up in each and every project in Bangalore. Likewise, we have recently started our own space. I mean, there in Koramangala, and I thought, to be very frank, as I was having interacting with the niche customers, so why don't we start something there in Koramangala, which is one of the to be very frank, HNI customers are only going to have their apartments.
Yeah.
So sale is all about two things. One is passion and another one is money. Both I am enjoying, and I'm sure that entire our team, led by Mr. Tapas, is really helping me out in such a way that we are going to we have a plan of I'm establishing Seventh Heaven Homes as one of the best in the market today at Bangalore. We are in different places in India today, but still I'm telling you, we are going to become in a big partners of the builders as well as the people of Bangalore. Those who are going to buy their project will also feel, yes, we should work with Seventh Heavens. That's my main goal.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. No matter what other goals can come, but your primary goal always in life will be to make good money. Otherwise, you are doing your job, you will get your fat salaries. But if you want to get out of your comfort zones and earn more money, you'll have to take your risks. And I'm glad and I congratulate each one of you for taking that risk and getting out of your comfort zones and starting on your own. And you're all doing fantastically well. And we know that because we keep dealing with you on a day-to-day basis. We keep interacting with you on day-to-day basis. But I'm going to make this session a little bit more fun. Allow me to do so. I think I'm assuming that each one of you will understand a little bit of Hindi. I think when we used to watch at my time, I won't tell you my age, but yes, when I was in my school, college, we used to watch these Amitabh Bachchan movies. And most of his movies, would have this very, very, very popular dialogue, which is very common, that तीन चीजें जरूरी हैं जिंदगी में, roti, kapda, makan. Familiar? I'm sure Amitabh Bachchan movies would always have this dialogue. So I completely relate to it. At that time, we used to find it very, very casual. But now when you think of it, it has a very deeper meaning. Three essential needs of every individual is food, clothing, shelter. And we all know that. But as the basic needs of human beings are fulfilled, our needs and desires get an upgrade. It's like you're living in a rental property or a rental apartment, and then slowly you think, hamara bhi ek ghar hona chahiye. We should have our own home, even if it's a 1 BHK. So from a rental, you aspire to have, even if it's a 1 BHK, you're like thrilled on top of the world. And if you have a 1 BHK, you know, your aspiration becomes a 2 BHK, and then a 3 BHK, and then a 4 BHK, and then maybe a bungalow or maybe a penthouse. So, you know, our desires keep on moving to a more luxurious home, and buying it becomes a process for us. And you know, I also remember a couple of years, I think I've been in real estate for almost like about 22 years now. But I remember when I started off my career in real estate properly, at that time, I'm talking about 10-15 years ago, luxury term, you know, meant something. If any brochure or pamphlet we had this word luxury written on it, it had the feeling of being aspirational. You know, you felt that, you know, this project is aspirational. So you used to position it very differently, and people used to take that luxury project in a very different manner. But today, I think everybody is using the word luxury, and it's become a very casual term. But if you ask me, luxury still has a very deeper meaning. But we just need to explain the word luxury to our customers. To me, I think if I have to say what luxury to me is, I think it's space that makes our lives more comfortable and entertaining, I think, than what we could have imagined. I think it allows us to breathe, lighten up, enjoy each moment of being in that space with ease. You know, this space could be just the four walls of our apartment, or many of us, you know, this will not be just the four walls of our apartment, but the moment we enter the main gate of our residential address, we want that to be having each and every element that, you know, that spills of luxury. And I think luxury investing in today's time is certainly becoming, you know, is very much in demand. I shouldn't say thanks to the pandemic, but yes, today's times, even if they are challenging with sales not happening or they are happening very less, home buyers are now preferring bigger and spacious apartments, and that too in very self-sustained developments, if I can add. Because investing in real estate, and especially luxury lifestyle, you know, it comes with an added benefit of investing in secured lifestyle. You know, the safety of our loved ones is the highest priority for anyone, especially today. You know, when people are losing their loved ones, I think today people have realized, there are a lot of realizations that have come in. So it's not just convenience, but you're also looking at safety. And demand for this luxury or ultra luxury homes, you know, it has seen a rise during this pandemic time. You know, what felt probably unaffordable a couple of years back is now becoming every customer's dream now. Now, depending, but for every customer, the what luxury for him is very different. For a person who has been living on a 1 BHK apartment, if he's moving to a 3 BHK, that's like big time luxury for him. Somebody who was living in a 4 BHK apartment, and if he gets a penthouse on maybe the 27th floor, for him is like epitome of luxury. So I think for everybody, luxury is different. But people who were on the sidelines of buying are now taking their call to buy. You know, but I think this decision of buying in during this time, it's not for faint-hearted people because there are uncertainties. As you know, the Indian economic recovery, this will depend on how India manages the sudden rise in COVID cases. You know, the complex task of, I think, providing oxygen, beds, vaccinations, etc., etc. But for those people who have a long-term vision, you know, they're very happy in taking this calculated risk towards finalizing their homes, even in this current given situation. I think they are very happy in taking that calculated risk in doing so. But I think now certainly I would like to say that this certainly is a good time if somebody wants to take advantage, considering that, you know, you want to buy a bigger apartment. because the prices are very, very competitive. You can get good interest rates are there. The builders are ready to offer you good price discounts, or maybe there is flexibility on payment plan, or depending at which structure the project is it completed, is it close to completion, or is it under construction, or they've just launched. So it depends, what stage, but you are going to get good deals now. So I think people are realizing that, and they are taking enough measures to say that, okay, fine, I will take that risk and I will get into buying a home, because this pandemic has created a convergence of luxury real estate and quality of life. Because I think earlier, premium apartments or any other apartments or luxury apartments were only talking about luxury. But now if people are wanting to make that shift, I think it's all becoming part of one, because people are looking in self-sustained communities so that their quality of life is not dependent on any external features, and they get everything that they want in those communities as well. And Bangalore as a city, if you look at any other city from anywhere, Bangalore in the past 2 decades has actually emerged as India's fastest growing metropolitan city in India. And the reason, maybe the IT culture, thousands of working professionals who come to Bangalore. There are a lot of entrepreneurs in Bangalore, and every year there is a huge number of entrepreneurs that get added. A city which was only known for gardens and lakes now has seen a major turnaround in last couple of years. And despite having so many changes, the city has, I think, managed to perfectly balance the cultural blend and fast changing, probably the technical scenario. I was reading somewhere, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, they did a recent survey on ease of living index, and Bangalore has been rated as one of the best cities to live in India. And I think it's very true. And when you're living in Bangalore, I think once in a while in your conversations, you will get the word Koramangala. You will hear this word Koramangala. And since all of you have been working in this area, Koramangala, again, I think it'll be good if you all participate. Some of you participate. I just want to know your little opinion on what is the situation of property in Koramangala. Anybody would like to share something? Because of course I'll share a little bit about Koramangala, but I think if any one of you, we would love to hear what is your experience of the property situation in Koramangala. Anyone wants to say something here? Anyone? No one wants to reveal their secrets of how the Koramangala market is?
Hi, Madam Tausif here.
Yeah, Tausif.
Koramangala, yeah. How are you, Madam? Madam, Koramangala is one of the very good locations surrounded by IT companies and all. You can look around this outer ring roads close by. Then you have electronic city, good connectivity to some of the areas where most of the IT professionals are staying. And this neighborhood is some of the finest. We can say old Bangalore. I can say that. Bungalows are there in Koramangala 3rd block, and there are only a few good projects in Koramangala. So we have the lot of huge demand in Koramangala for apartments.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, madam.
Oh, that's nice. That's it. Manoj.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Thank you, Tausif. I think Manoj wanted to speak as well. I did get a hands from him. Manoj, you want to say something? Anyone wants to say? Yeah, Manoj, you can speak. You need to unmute yourself and then talk. I think he's not able to unmute himself. He sent me 3-4 messages. There is guest also. There is, Yeah, please. I don't think you need any intervention. I've opened this floor to all of you. Anyone wants to say what they feel about the Koramangala market, what your experience of selling property in Koramangala has been? Please share your inputs. We'll be more than happy to hear you.
Yeah, so ma'am, Madhvi here.
Can you be a little louder, Aarti? We can't hear you clearly.
Madhvi. Yeah, this is Madhvi here.
Yeah, Madhvi.
Yeah, so this is my own experience. I'm staying in Koramangala from past 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have seen a drastic change throughout the years. Initially, we were staying in 1 BHK. The house renting situation was like that. Ki morning, my husband used to see the house, and he used to come back from the property, and he used to call me when I was in Pune. He used to call me and he used to ask me, "Ki house is like this and that. So shall I finalize it?" I used to say yes, go ahead and finalize. And next day, it was already finalized with someone else. So like this happened for 3-4 times, and I just told him, you just see any house, finalize it, let me come over there, and then we'll search for the another house. So after 2 years in the same area, we shifted to 2 BHK. So there, then my daughter was growing up, and even 2 BHK was not enough for us. Then now we shifted to the 3 BHK, and now I have seen the culture. Now Koramangala is a startup hub nowadays. So it's a very
Absolutely,
great investment.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very great investment nowadays going on in Koramangala for rental, or even for purchasing new properties. There is a lot of scope because of the culture of Koramangala itself, and there are
No,
many
no, no.
business
I completely
opportunities as
agree
well.
with you. I think your voice is a little slow, so I don't know
No,
how much
someone's
everybody is able to hear you. But I completely
yeah.
agree with you, and it's good to see that from a 2 BHK, from a one, you shifted and you migrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's
But thank
mic
you
is
for sharing your
unmuted.
inputs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to say anything before I proceed further? How do you feel selling real estate in Koramangala? Any inputs, any feedback? Then otherwise, I'll just start. Okay, great. So Koramangala. If I have to just say, because we have other people from other, I'll just mute everybody again so that any background. I know you all are at home. There are kids around, so it becomes a little. Other people may not be able to hear. So since you very rightly said Koramangala, I think it's, if I have to say technically, it's falls under the southeastern part of Bangalore, and I think it's one of the largest neighborhoods and is a residential locality. The main USP that I can think of is that the tree-lined boulevards that you find, the roads with both side trees covering the road, shady. So it's very nice. It gives you a good feeling. Out of the 8 blocks, there is this inner ring road which divides, 1 and 4 block, and then 5 and 8 block, which takes you to Indiranagar and Damlur. And also the layout you have, I think around you have Sarjapur, you have HSR layout, BTM layout, Jayanagar, Ijipura, and people who are very, if you like going out, if you like eating out, or you like you going to pubs, or you want early morning breakfast joints, you want late night food joints. I think everything is there in Koramangala. And one of the main reasons behind Koramangala's popularity, somebody said, I think Tausif said, accessibility. Koramangala, being in the heart of the city, connects you to each part of North, South Bangalore with very utmost ease. And if Bangalore is the startup city of India, then I would say Koramangala is the startup hub of Bangalore. With thousands of startups who are active in this particular area, it is one of the most entrepreneur-friendly areas of the country. And now with the Silk Board Metro Junction, which is already in the pipeline, this is going to be another hat on Koramangala's head. So I think this is a great location. People aspire to be in the CBD, and if you want to be in CBD, there are many people who only choose Koramangala purely because when it comes to having a balanced life, I think no other area can even come close. So I think enough on Koramangala bit. Now let's get down to this is one of the stats which I had put. The percentage could vary. There are a lot of luxury apartments in Bangalore, and even if they're not very luxury, but the prices are seeming like luxury. So you have maximum inventory in Koramangala, which is like about 3 years. And very rightly said, forgetting the name of the lady, but yes, you're very right. Today, people are aspiring, even in Koramangala, 3 BHK. If you're married, you have a small kid, even 2 BHK is small for you, and you're thinking of buying a home from a long-term perspective. So maximum people are opting for a 3 BHK. And surprisingly, most of the people who bought with Corp Residences in Koramangala, our experience has been that most of the people who bought with us, they are living in and around Koramangala. And there have been many customers who have a bungalow in Koramangala, like few square yards. They have built a bungalow. They are wanting to sell that bungalow and move into a apartment. Just and they could be senior citizens and even somebody whose kids are abroad and they just want a balanced life. They don't want to take the headache of any help coming in, safety, security. I think people are now moving into gated communities and they are very much open to it. So we've got a lot of people from Koramangala, Indira Nagar who bought with us by selling their actual property in that hub. And so times are, of course, changing. Now coming to the reason why we are in the webinar, Corp Residences. I will be introducing this project to you in a detailed manner. First, let's talk about the location. We are located in the first block of Koramangala, right opposite Nirguna Mandir. And it's a 3-side. I hope you are able to see my cursor moving, which I think you would, since I've shared my screen. So if you see the plot of land that we have, it's a 3-side open plot. And the front entry of the project, this is a 60 feet road which takes you to Adugodi, the Agra Lake, HSR layout, and the other road takes you towards Sarjapur or Vipro Park, Fujipura if you want to go. So the location is very, very, it's a very good location. I mean, each and every apartment, I would say, has an unobstructed view. Not many projects have that, but yes, we can say that more than 90% of our apartments have unobstructed view. Even if you're buying an apartment on the ground floor, you have a beautiful garden space in the front. And so, because you're choosing to be there and because you've been living in Koramangala and you used to doing your barbecues, the old Bangalore, the concept of barbecues, people still do that. And I think that's one of the reasons as well. A little info on the basics of our project. The whole land parcel is about 2.5 acres. When we started this project, there was a design brief that we had given to Andy Fisher from Singapore. He's a very well-known designer from Singapore. When we were giving him the brief, we told him that, we want a very modern, design. We want a very stunning looking building, which should look very elegant. So, that was the kind, modern, stunning and elegant. I think these were the terms that we had used at that time, that we want this kind of a building. And I think what we did in that 2.5 acres of land parcel, it is looking a stunning building, because I think the elevation of the building, I don't think in the whole of Koramangala or maybe in the 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer radii also in that parcel of land, you would find a building structure like this or the elevation like that. We've got a mix of 2-bedroom, 2.5, which is a 2+ study. Then you have 3 bedrooms, and in fact, We are one of those very few projects where we have at least about 7 to 8 variations of size in 3 BHK. And we have very few 4 BHKs. On the ground floor, there is zero vehicular movement. And so there are a lot of these USPs of this project as well. And I think I'll just take you through the master plan here, the legend. So the front entry, which I was talking about, this is a 60 feet road. I hope you all can see my cursor moving. And the other side, this is a 30 feet road here. So there is a park on this side. And the back road, this goes to a dead end here. This ends at our plot here. So this is another 30 feet road here. So if you see, there are 3 towers we have. We have A tower, then in the middle we have a B tower, and then we have the C tower. So when the A and C towers, the ground plus 14 floors, and the 15th floor is the terrace area. And the middle tower is ground plus 7 floors, and the 8th floor is all amenities. And in fact, at the 8th level, all the 3 towers are connected to each other. So you can do your jogging, you can do your morning walk. So at the 8th level, there are various amenities. So for example, on the A tower, you have a swimming pool at the 8th level with a jacuzzi. In the C tower, you have yoga meditation decks with a kids play area. In the B tower, you have a gym, a fully loaded gym, which has a glass facade. So you basically, when you're doing your gymming, you're enjoying a fantastic view. So there are a lot of amenities on the 8th level. And in fact, at the ground level also, we have a lot of amenities. And so that's basically, there's a little sit out alcove garden with a lot of seating, landscaping that you'll find. There are these, this flowing fountains which have been created to give a very grand, a very classy entrance experience. Because when you're entering your project, it's as good as you're entering probably a 7-star property in a hotel, because the lobby has been designed. There's imported marble, there is granite, there are water bodies flowing. This height is a double height, so it gives you a very nice, airy, good, positive feeling that you get. There is a party hall with some indoor activities at the ground level as well, with a kids play area. So kids can enjoy the ground and the 8th, both the places. And of course, on the 15th floor, only in the A tower, because the C tower on the 15th, if somebody's got an apartment on the topmost level, they have a private terrace above them. Project. But coming to some of the things that I want to highlight, why we say that our project is so special, is purely, one is the location, the grand entrance experience that we give you. At every point there is this vertical green walls. We've created, which we call it as meet and greet spaces. The neighbors can come together, you can have your morning cup of tea sitting there, and it's a beautiful feeling and it's a feast for the eyes. And open glass facades. All your apartments, one wall is basically an open glass facade, which allows you good natural light and ventilation. Another thing is your big balconies. I've seen some of the apartments, some of the projects in Koramangala, but unfortunately, I love big balconies. And if any one of you have seen our project, and I think most of you have, you will agree with me that we have very big balconies. Irrespective, you're buying a 2 BHK or a 2+ study or a 3 BHK, balconies are all big. And of course, the amenities, and there are a lot of luxury features that we have. Some is 10 feet high, ceilings. All our bathrooms come fully fitted with temperature control geysers. Not everybody gives it. Right from the mirror on the wall to a soap dish to a towel rack, everything is fitted in the bathrooms, and the bathrooms come with imported marble flooring. In the living and dining, you have imported marble flooring. The elevators are high-speed elevators. with auto rescue devices system, which means that, due to any reason, if the electricity or the power cut happens and the elevator stops, and if you say in the middle of, say, 10th and the 11th floor, the elevator automatically will either go to the lower level or it will go to the above level and automatically open up. So from a safety angle, so there are a lot of these little points that we've added in our project, which I think every customer, if we explain in detail, he know the difference. What is the difference between Corp Residences and any other project in Koramangala, or even for that matter in Bangalore, if I talk about it. So this is one of the renditions which I put. This is a main road facing. So you can see the B tower, which is 7 floors, and all the apartments which are in the B towers facing the main road, they're all 2+ study apartments. And the tall towers which are facing the main road, all the corners here, they're all larger 3 BHK apartments. And of course, from here you enter. Yeah, anybody was saying something? Okay. So this is another rendition of the front road. So this is the 60 feet road that I was talking about. The back road goes to a dead end, and then this is a 30 feet road on the side. So if I talk about the side apartments in the tall towers, which are basically this side, it's facing this empty plot of land. I think I'll mute so that people can hear what I'm saying, because this is what you all wanted to know. You wanted to know about the project per se. So, so if you see the side face of the tall tower, both facing, in the C tower, it's facing the empty plot of land. On the A tower, it's facing that park on the other side. So they are all 2 BHK apartments here. All the tall towers which are facing the main roads are larger 3 BHKs. In the B tower, which is facing the main road, are 2+ study apartments. And as you can see, the 8th floor terrace, it looks so beautiful. And this is exactly it will be. Trust me, this will be exactly. There'll be enough landscaping. There's a pool, yoga meditation deck here. This is the gym here. So yeah. So this is the backside rendition. So if you remember, I said about vertical green walls. So these are the vertical green walls that I'm referring to, which are at every 2 floors, 3 floors. You find these vertical green walls where you all can come together. Tomorrow you have guests coming over. You don't want to sit inside your apartment. You want to just sit in the lobby in the vertical green area. You can do so. And these are very beautiful spaces that have been created. So these spaces are on all sides of the tall towers, all sides, not just one side, it's on all sides. And as you can see, the open glass facade. So basically, every room of your apartment, one wall will be from the ceiling till the floor, it will be a glass facade. And these glass facades are basically, these are heat reflective. So which means the outside heat will not come in. You will feel that you will get the best view, but the heat, if it's a summertime, you'll not get that heat inside. So they're like those glasses that we've used. So little elements, I think they make a lot of difference. This is the backside. So now coming to the apartments here. So in the B tower, which is a ground plus 7 floors, and 8th floor is the amenity. Facing the main road was 2+ study apartments. Now facing inside, this is going to be the garden space that I'm talking about. And beneath B tower, you have the party hall. So facing this area, all these are 3 BHK apartments with an area of 1915 square foot, and then north facing apartments. Unfortunately, we only have 4 units left in this tower. So there are 2 units we have on the 2nd floor, and we have 2 on the 3rd floor. So we only have now 4 units of 1915 left. If I have to show you another rendition, so this is how it will look like. So in the center, you have the garden space, and the building that you see in the middle of the garden, this is a fire exit. From the basement, if you want to come up, you can come up and exit from here. Yeah. And You also have 2+ study apartments facing the garden space even here. So if I see this tall towers, the apartments which are facing on inside in the tall tower, you know, both sides, both these apartments in A and the C tower, they are also 2+ study apartments. To make life easier, I'll take you also through the key plan. I think amenities, I've already explained, different amenities that we have. I'm just sharing with you the actual pictures of our model apartment so that, you know, you get a better feel of it. This is a designer metallic door. It's a very strong and sturdy metallic door. The purpose is, of course, safety, security, and of course, give a very design feel to all the apartments which are on the single floor. So there are 2 types of doors that we provide. One is this, which leads you to your foyer space, and then there is a 8 by 5 feet villa door, which leads you to your apartment. Yeah. And as you can see, this is your living and dining area, which has imported marble flooring. And I was talking about the open glass facade. So if you open the sliding door, you know, you have a huge balcony. If tomorrow you have too many guests coming in, you know, the balcony looks, it kind of merges with the living room. And I don't think you need to switch on the lights even till about 5 o'clock in the evening, because there's so much of light in your whole apartment. So these are your bathroom pictures. So as you can see, you know, the mirror, soap dish, everything is given in the thing. And even in the master bedroom, we give you a shower partition. And there's a sliding door in the master bedroom. And all your bedroom floorings, you know, if they are wooden laminated floorings with the brand Chronotex, which is basically from Germany, and they are treated woods. They have a very long warranty, so you don't have to, the customers don't have to worry about. And see, these are little elements which add into explaining the term luxury that I was talking about. This is space. People love that space. Now, if you give a wooden flooring, which people love wooden floorings, but if after 1 year, if that wooden flooring, you know, starts chipping off or anything, then, you know, it's giving you stress. It's not making your life easy. And so whatever features and fixtures that we are using, they are all, you know, the latest brands and latest models. Like, you know, we've used Snyder switches, which are the latest brands in itself. These are some of the green, since we are pre-certified for IGBC gold rating, there are a lot of green features that we have incorporated in our project. You know, we're using the paints which are low on volatile organic compounds, which actually reduces health risk. All your kitchen and bathroom, they have, you know, features which control the water flow so that you save water in that way. You know, there is all common area lighting is on LED. You know, we have organic waste converters. We even have power points, like the points, if you are having a battery operated vehicle, you can charge your cars in the basement. We have points given for that as well. So there are a lot of these features, green features, that we have incorporated. Now, because I said that, you know, my project is very close to completion, and I will come to letting you know what is the completion date that we have in our mind. I will share that, but I'm sharing this elevation. So if you see the rendered drawing that I showed you and what you see here, it's the same. So this is the front elevation that I'm showing here with you. This is the side elevation of the A tower. And as I said, the side elevation, so the apartment here and the next here, these are all 2 BHK apartments. Fantastic view. And what you see, these, you know, vertical hollow walls here, these will soon become green, vertical green walls, because landscaping work has started at the ground level, which I'll share the pictures. This is the entrance lobby. Work is nearing completion here. The lobby, this entire area has, you know, imported marble here. And wherever the air conditioning is being used, we've used Hitachi brand. And So, we've used reliable top of the models brands for ourselves. This is the entry and exit points. So if you see, this is quite a wide corridor. The cars will come in. This is the drop-off point, and then from here you go into basement. Now, talking about basement, we have 2 basements, and for a 2-bedroom and a 2+ study, we give you 1 car park with the apartment. And for all 3 BHKs, which are 1647 and above, and a 4 BHK, we give you 2 car parks. And the people who get 2 car parks, these are basically the mechanical car parks, just one above the other that you see in the malls and all. And I think now that's the best way to utilize your space. And I think that is what people used to use, this mechanical car park in the malls earlier. Then they started using it in the commercial areas. And now many of the residential buildings, I've seen it in Mumbai, and now people are even adapting it in Delhi, Bangalore. Everybody is adapting it because you save the land area for that. And so if somebody is getting 2 car parks, somebody did ask me question when I was talking to him on a virtual meet that, do I need to operate it myself, or will I get support? Because we understand it's not possible that every time you need to manage the cars coming up and down. So there'll be valets provided in the basements. There'll be people who will be helping you park your cars and take out your cars, so the customers don't have to worry about it. And I think that's luxury. Again and again, I'm just going to say these features, and I'm going to say the word luxury so that you actually know that there are elements that we've incorporated which defines luxury for this project. So if you see, we've already started the landscaping work, and this is the B tower. And as you can see, this is the party hall where we've got our marketing office now. We shifted our marketing office to the ground floor party area. I think that's already done. So you can see that the building is almost ready. And now coming to unit availability, I think 90% of you want to know about. Again, mute. I think some people joined in just now. So I'm just muting so that my voice doesn't echo. So I think 90% of you wanted to know about the unit availability, and we will share the availability also with you. See, we can't share the whole list of apartments because it'll become too cumbersome, because sales are happening. Then we can't keep communicating, okay, this apartment sold and that sold. So I'm going to give you a little idea so that when you're speaking to your customers, you know what is the customer requirement and what floors could be that they could look at. So this is your A tower. The middle one is B, and on your the right hand side of my screen is where legend is written, is your C tower. So I've also marked in different colors for ease, which is a 2.5 BHK, which is, so all the yellow are the 2 BHK apartments, with an area of 1339 as your super built up area. And the ones again, I think I'll have to mute. And the ones which are in brown color, they are all 2.5 BHK, 2+ study with an area of 1521. The one in the red, which is 1 and 2 series in B tower, is 1915 square foot of a 3 BHK, where I said I only have 4 units, 2 on the second floor, 2 on the third floor. And if you want to know the units which are 1 and 8 series, the 2.5 BHKs, which are basically, so I think I'll just take you here. Yeah, I think this is the key plan. This will be much easier for you to see. So if you see, wherever I've written green, I've mentioned if I have only 1 unit available or 2 units available, I have mentioned it very clearly in green. And but that doesn't mean that, so if I talk about 8 hour 4 and 5 series of 2.5 which is 2 BHKs here, these are sorry, it's written 2.5 BHK, but this is 4 and 5 is 2 BHK, my mistake. So these in 8 hours, I only have 4 units available here again. And in C Tower, I have about 6 units available in the C Tower of 2 BHK. And if you want to know how much in the B Tower main road facing 2+ study would be, if your clients are preferring higher floor, I don't have anything on the 7th floor. 6th floor, I have 1 unit available. 5th floor also I have 1, but 3rd floor I think I have 2 or maybe 3 units. I'll have to check the availability. I checked this availability 3 days back, so pardon me, but I think I'm just giving you a little fair idea. So if somebody is looking at the corner, say 3 and 2 series of A and C Tower is basically 2000 plus. So there also we have the larger 3 BHKs, we have very limited availability. So please understand what your customer's requirement is. Speak to our teams. You have their names. I will share their numbers, email IDs with you after this presentation. Please reach out to them. Share what the customer's requirement is. Our teams will then tell you what is the unit that they can recommend for your customer basis their Vastu requirement, their floor requirement, their budget requirement. They will suggest those units. They'll share the floor plans with you, or more so, organize virtual meetings, because that's the way we are doing business today. So I think that would give you a fair idea on the availability and the other things. So once again, there is an error that I've done in this key plan, honestly admit it. But coming here, the yellow ones, the 4 and 5 series of A and C towers, they are 2 BHKs. But unfortunately, I think I did an error by mentioning it here. Now coming to challenges. I think challenges remain the same. We need to understand customers' specific requirements. We need to know, are they looking at Vastu? What is their budget that they have? And don't communicate any price to them. You know, you can know their budget and tell them that, you know, we will work out a better price for you, and don't communicate any discounted price on your own. We have a listed price, like a 2 BHK is in the range, including GST, is in the range of 1.89 to 1.97. That's the range for a 2 BHK, depending on the floor that they take. So if you're looking at a 2.5 BHK, the range is between 2.11 to 2.17. So you can give these ranges. So if you're looking at a 3 BHK, say a 1647, the range is about 2.39 to about 2.32 to 2.39. And if you're looking at, say, 1915, the range is 2.65 to 2.69. So always talk in ranges. Don't give any discounted price. Let the team sitting at the site help you close your customers. They know their job very well. They have been doing it off and on, and many channel partners have benefited from it. We will be helping you close the deals, but help us by not sharing any discounted price. And we need help in getting repeat site visits. You know your customers very well. As much as our teams are able to develop rapport with them, but you know, wherever possible, keep in touch with our teams, keep in touch with your customers. And our all team members, they have been trained with virtual meetings already. It's not like this, you know, the second wave of lockdown came and we then did the virtual meetings. No, we have been doing these virtual meetings now for over 20 days now. People are doing virtual meetings. They are very happy with the virtual meetings. If they want, because the construction is still ongoing at the site. Let me also tell you, in spite of being in the lockdown, we have labor. There is work happening at the site. Our construction team is there at the site. So, you know, even if the customer says, can I get a picture of the specific apartment or that you're referring to me? And we request our construction team, you know, if the apartment is okay and it's open, can they just make a quick video of the apartment and send it to us? And they send it to us. They take a little time, but they send it to us and we send it to the customer. So we are doing everything possible to give the comfort of or give the experience that the customer is looking forward to during these virtual meetings. And we are there, and we are giving them every benefit that they are willing to take on this. So I think don't hesitate, organize virtual meetings for your closures, and we will help you with the closures. If you need any collaterals, any mailers, any WhatsApp communication, please reach out to our teams. We keep on a weekly basis, we keep giving new creatives to our teams, so that there is a recall factor. Plus, a customer might react differently to any creative, so we kind of keep giving it to them. And it's always nice to keep in touch with customers on WhatsApp, because we can't meet them, and we don't want them to forget us also. Because what we are doing, I'm sure other developers would be also doing maybe. So we don't want them to forget us. So, but we don't want to overdo it also. So we make sure that on a weekly basis, subtly we keep sending them something new happened at the site in terms of construction and all of that. We
मीटिंग
kind
चल
of
रही, वेबिनार यहाँ बैठना तो अजीब सा हो जाता है.
I think I'll just put on mute. I think everybody wanted to know about, before I come to initiatives, where we are on the progress and when are we looking to start the handing over. So I think handing over for fit outs, we've started already. If many of you didn't know, for all the customers who are wanting early handing over, that doesn't mean OCs come or they can start living in. While our work, the finishes are happening, if the customer wants to do a recce for his interior design, get a Vastu consultant to look at what he wants to do, where he wants the cupboards, he wants to select the furniture. So all that recce thing, if he wants a handover, we are giving them the handover. So we've already done some handovers as well, but actual handing over, I think in the next 3 to 4 months is likelihood. We're keeping our fingers crossed that in spite of lockdown, construction is still on because the government has allowed that to happen. And we are hoping if they continue allowing the construction, I think another max 4 to 5 months, we will start all handing over of all the apartments. But as and when we keep getting requests from customers, we have already started the handing over. So that's on the handing over. Now, main thing on the OC and completion and all of that, we are likely to, please don't hold me against it or don't tie me onto it. But I think if everything falls in place, because I think you all will agree we are in a very uncertain situation. If we don't get a complete lockdown and if our labor doesn't run away, because see, labor is a very critical element. We need labor. Of course, when the lockdown started, some of the labor did go back home. So it's not like where we had 350 plus labor. Today, we have slightly lesser labor than that, 350. But that doesn't mean we have 40-50 labor. We have higher than that as well. So if we don't have like a complete shutting of work because of any lockdown activity, I think we should be able to get the OC and complete the project within this year itself. So I think I will leave it at that. But I think that should give everybody a comfort that yes, we are targeting to complete the project within this year itself. But exact timeline, allow me some time, give me about a month or two. I will be circulating exact where I'm saying this year, I would come back to maybe a quarter, which quarter will be likelihood to get handing over started, or which quarter we're looking at getting our OC tentatively. So I think give me a month or two and I will come back to you. That's my promise to you. I will do that. Now coming back to our initiatives, because you want to also know what we're doing in terms of our marketing. We are putting up boundary signages because still we can't do our main entry signage. We have put boundary signages to catch attention. We had started our radio campaign on 93.5 FM, if any one of you got to listen that. But we had to stop that radio campaign when the lockdown started. So we'll again restart the radio campaign, when this lockdown comes to an end. And of course, we will be doing very aggressive advertising in terms of maybe, van advertising or newspaper inserts, even online newspaper portal advertising we might do. And for some of you who were not there in my earlier webinar, we introduced an app which is Mitra for Life, offering another friend in our customer's life. And it's a very friendly app. We started this app last year, sometime in the month of November. It was in the testing phase, and we've got a good amount of downloads already. So in case you want to download the app and you want to experience it, it's available on the Android and Play stores. You just need to type Mitra for Life, GCorp, or GCorp Mitra for Life. You can download, you can scan the QR code which is on the screen in case you want to immediately scan it now and see what the experience is. Please give us your feedback if you have any of Mitra for Life. We are always open for good feedback coming our way. And I think incentive, money. I think the goal to make money, this is what we are here for. And like I said, Corp Residences, we've made some changes. This slide will be the same. The first sale you get your regular 3%. Second sale with 3% you get 1 lakh. The third sale you do in this quarter. Now I know we're in the second month of the quarter, but don't worry. We will extend this for the next quarter as well. This particular thing that you see, we will extend it to the next quarter as well. So the fourth sale that you do with 3%, you get 2 lakhs, and the fifth sale and above, you get 4%, flat 4%. For that, you do fifth, sixth, seventh, so all those sales, you get 4%. Now, what is additional that we are giving you is first 5 sales of the month, you get additional 1 lakh reward. So which means, I'll go back to the slide. So which means the month of May has started, we're sitting in the 7th. So if any one of you is part of the first 5 sales, we've already done 2 sales just to announce. Ankit was mentioning about that we've done 1, and there is a second sale. The customer is transferring the money online. And also to tell you, we've gone digital everywhere. We've got a payment gateway. If your customer today, if you think there is a challenge in getting a check issued, please, we will give you a link. A person can pay online. We have a payment gateway. So if you're part of the first 5 sales, so even if you're doing your first sale or you're in the second sale, so any first 5 sales if you're part of, apart from 3%, you get 1 lakh. So which means if every month you keep doing 1 sale, you will not just get 3%, you'll get 1 lakh additional. And if in that quarter you're doing your, say the first month you did 1 sale, you get 3% with 1 lakh. For your second sale, which is second sale of the quarter, you're already getting 3% plus 1 lakh. But if your second sale is also the first 5 bucket, if it falls in, so which means this 1 lakh become 2 lakhs. So simple. To make it lucrative, this is over and above this structure. So which means every month, if your sale falls under the first 5 sales, you get 1 lakh additional. And trust me, it's nothing to hide. It's not like we will tell you, no, we've done 5 sales and we can't give you the incentive period. Nothing. We are in a stage where we are not going to hide anything from you. We will show you if there is any doubt. Our teams will be very transparently sharing the reports with you if you want that. No builder does it, but if you want the comfort, we'll share an acknowledgement of the customer copy that we've created. We can share it with you so that you get a relieving that there is nothing to hide. So I think all of you, there are still 3 more sales. The second we are closing today, but there are 3 more sales for this month where you can get 1 lakh reward. So I look forward to this you all being part of the first 5 sales of the month. Now, if for the 2 quarters, so which means over a period of 6 months, forget about April gone. You can start your 6 months even from me, because many of you are new, you've not joined hands on the Koramangala project, but you're willing to work in the Koramangala market. Your 6 months you can start from me. So if you do 10 sales in these 6 months, apart from what you're getting 3% with 2 lakh or 4 lakh or 4% or additional 1 lakh if you're falling in the first 5 sales of the month, you get an international trip to Dubai or Bangkok for a family of 4, where your air tickets, your visa money, your airport transfers, your hotel stay, it's going to be a 5-star hotel property, is all going to be provided by us. Now you all must be having a question. This pandemic is coming back again and again with second round. There might be the third round coming in soon. Rumors are there. What if we are not able to travel? Then what happens? We lose out on our international trip. No. We understand. We're going to, from the time you get entitled to this international trip, you will be given a period of 12 months to utilize this. And if that 12-month period also, there is issues in traveling, restrictions in traveling, or if you are not comfortable, you won this, but you're not comfortable traveling because of the situation, we will understand that and we will give you your same amount what we would be spending on your trip. We will give you that money via check. So you will not be losing anything. Okay, so I think these are a couple of things that we've added to make this more beneficial to all of you, and you can look forward to much more earnings here. I think I'll skip this because if any one of you is looking to have this, we had circulated this to everybody on their WhatsApp when we came around in April. But if any one of you don't have this incentive structure, please reach out to PK Pandey or Ankit or Bhuvna. We'll be able to share it with you, or you can reach out to me. I think you all got the invite from my mail ID. You can reach out to me. I can also share this with you. And again, apart from the 3 types of incentives that I showed you, from time to time, we will keep introducing more occasion-based incentives. So it could be festival-based, it could be, the first sale in first 15 days, or it could be anything. We'll keep thinking of these innovative to support you, to encourage you, to motivate you. I think we'll keep doing this from time to time. We will be doing this quite often, and I think because we want to encourage you. There's a very old saying. Suddenly I remembered, which I think I'll edit a bit. Pretend that every single customer that we meet has a sign in front of it that says, "Make me feel important." Because every customer of ours, they want attention. They want to feel important. They want that we should be giving them their due focused attention. Not only will we succeed, but we'll also achieve our target. A very simple thing, make me feel important. And I think as you are going to be part of their very important decision of buying a home. So, which is a very important decision of their life probably. So, make your customers feel important. And I think we just need to remember that. This is my team Residences mobile numbers. If you don't have PK Pandey's number, please write it down. I've given you Ankit's number as well. If all of you want to write to only one email ID, if you think too many email IDs, remembering will be an issue, you can simply send an email channelsales@gcorpgroup.com. you can just simply add in there. We will send the mail to PK Pandey or Ankit, and they will directly reach out to them. So that's if you've already written the number, email ID, I think that's fine. I think I would. There were many customers, many channel partners also said, our customers are not. They're finding not the apartment, maybe Vastu. They're not liking this view. Can we get that view? See, the customers will always have objections. But that does not mean that they are rejecting what you're offering to them. Just simply requesting for more information. And our project Corp Residences has so much to cover. So let's give all the answers to our customers and be part of their informed decision making in buying their next home. I think we should do that. And I think with this, I think we're coming to the end of our session. I hope I was able to address all your questions, I think, which you have raised during registering this webinar. In case you still have more and more questions in your mind, you want anything to ask, please write to us, call us, WhatsApp us, do a virtual meeting with us one-on-one. We are doing it with all our channel partners who are requesting us. If they need any specific information, you can please at any point of time reach us, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. The money that you make is just a symbol of value you create, and we want to be part of you in this journey when you're creating value for yourself and for your customers. And let's not forget, just recapping, virtual meetings. Please and please request you to please ask your customers if they are willing to do virtual meetings. Reach out to our teams. We are there to do virtual meetings whenever the customer wants it. He wants a virtual meeting early in the morning at 8:30, or he wants it in the evening. Even if it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, teams are there. They will do virtual meetings whenever the customer wants it. If anyone wants to say anything, if you still have any question, you could ask.
Hi, Sonia ma'am, this side Baldeep here.
Yes.
I have a just small inquiry because in last GCOP icon you have told that if anyone is doing 10 numbers, that person also eligible for this thing. So I just have one small query. Is this 10 number be the combination of both the two projects, or only we have to do in one project?
So you have to do 10 sales in Icon to get that holiday. You need to do 10 sales in GCR to get the holiday. So if you do 5 sales in Icon and 5 in GCR, no. But it's a very valid point. You are
then it means either you can concentrate on it means either we can concentrate on one of the project.
No, so Baldev, here I would say, because a good question that you've asked, but you know what? You are going to do sales for us. So which means if in this 6 months you've done sales, 5 sales for Icon and you've done 5 sales in GCR, we will consider this request. So don't worry, we will not make you lose any money. If you think your strength is North Bangalore and Koramangala, please do work with us in both the markets. And don't worry about the incentive. We will, if there is any tweaking that we have to do to incentive, we will do that for you. So don't worry.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Great. I think anyone else wants to say something? Otherwise,
Hi, Sonia. This is Umesh here.
Yes. Can I know your name?
I'm Umesh from JLL, Sonia.
Yeah, Umesh, tell me.
Yeah, I just wanted to check, does any offer being rendered to the consumer? Any offer to the consumer since it's a pandemic situation right now? Any offers rolled out to the end consumer?
So I would say that we are not, there is no specific offer that we are rolling out to the customers because we are in the completion stage, right? And real estate has been has a very downslope market for so many years now. So, but however, we are offering. There are some offers that we have for the lockdown, but we, instead of giving that offer to you, I think reach out to our teams, basis what your customer is looking at, because that offer may not be for all the apartments, but that offer might be only for few apartments. So depending on what your customer is looking at, is he looking for a 2-bedroom? See, because I only have 4 BHK, I only have 2 units left, which is on the ground floor. So if your customer is looking for a 4 BHK, I won't be able to give him much discount. But for example, he's looking for maybe a 2+ study or a 2 BHK. So depending on what floor he's looking at, we'll certainly work out a price. We have that with us. So please speak with PK Pandey, or separately we can have this discussion basis. If you have any customer requirement, we can certainly help you out, Umesh. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone. I think it's been a pleasure having you. We today also hit a number which was close to 60, and it's so nice to see you guys here. Please stay safe and take all precautions. Be focused, stay calm. Don't worry too much. We'll together sail through this tough time, and we are there to hold your hand and help you in every way possible. So please take care of yourselves, and thank you once again for joining us here.
Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot.
much. Yeah. I hope most of your questions were answered, and you found this webinar equally informative.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. We look forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Anantakumar. Thank you. I see that people are now leaving, but since I'm the host, I don't want to leave early. So I'm going to wait for all the guests to exit, and then maybe I'll also exit at that time. But really nice. Great. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Mahesh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Vipul. Thank you, Ankit. Have a nice day, all of you. Let's arrange some good virtual meetings. Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.